Hello and welcome, my name is Trenton Hoshiko, and today's cinematography video is all about the way I like to storyboard really fast. If you're simply watching for that info specifically, here it is. I like to use a whiteboard and a cell phone camera to get the boards out of my head and onto the whiteboard and basically rapidly prototype the visual style without worrying about perfection. To dive in with more detail, understanding the frames that you're trying to achieve for your film is incredibly important. And if you're a student filmmaker, a hobbyist, or an amateur, or just in general trying to get better at your craft regardless of experience level, more practice with composition design can never be enough. And it doesn't have to be really complex or technical to actually achieve that practice. This will differ when dealing with different directing styles, so always try to be flexible with your collaborators. But on many types of projects, it's likely that you as the DP are collaborating on a shot list with the director, and then you might end up being the driving force behind storyboard creation. Or if you're the director, you might be the driving force behind storyboard creation. If you're taking on both the director and DP roles at the same time, in my opinion, storyboards are a must for clear communication with your team. When many people think about storyboards, they think about these little tiny boxes on a page and they're using a thin pencil to create the perfect graphic novel level shot designs and drawings. And really, I'm here to tell you that trying to do that will likely lead to more frustration and more winging it. And that while those can be great, they don't have to be what you do, especially at first. The old quote, perfection is the enemy of good enough, definitely is relevant here. Stick figures are fine. Not obsessing over a single frame to the detriment of other frames is a good thing. And most of all, getting it all out of your head so that you can then refine with the context of the rest of your film is your goal. Your first round of storyboards are unlikely to be your final set anyways. Get it out of your head and then refine it. And now for the specifics of my technique. By using a whiteboard, you can quickly draw, adjust, and make notes about the compositions that you are trying to achieve. It is much bigger of a surface, so it's a lot easier to handle and a lot easier to design with. And if you make a mistake or hate what you've drawn, you don't have to erase on paper and start again and have a smudge, or at worst, rip your page. We've all been there. Just simply dry erase, and you have a blank slate to start from. Always make sure to write a shot number down at the bottom corner to keep the correct order, and in terms of digitizing these, it's as simple as using your phone's camera. And I like to save them to Google Drive or a similar service for quick access and sharing. By intentionally spending time on getting the frames out of your head and optimizing for contemplation, completion, and communication, rather than the perfection of any tiny details, you have more opportunities overall to build visual storytelling, visual style, and overall cohesion of your images. Plus, if you want to use tools like Cinetracer, a different previs software, lighting diagram software, whatever, for more detailed setup planning, you will have a great foundation to build upon. And that's something I really recommend doing. That way you can get a more complete vision of what you're looking to capture. As always, if you have any thoughts or questions about this type of technique, leave them in the comments down below and I'll see if I can address them. If you like cinematography tip and lesson videos like this one, please give the video a like to help me with the YouTube algorithm. It really helps me reach new viewers. You can also subscribe for upcoming videos about tools and techniques for lighting, cinematography, and micro-budget filmmaking. My Patreon, where you can vote for upcoming video topics, is linked down in the video's description, alongside a bunch of social media links if you want to connect with me on any of those platforms. As always, stay safe, respect your collaborators, and go make some art that you love.